Do you believe in love that never ends, even after death? This is a story about two people. Their names are Lucas and Larissa. They meet in every lifetime. They fall in love, but something always happens. Death comes too soon. They never grow old together. Still, they always find each other again. A long, long time ago, in a quiet village, Lucas was a farmer. He was kind. He loved the sun, the trees, and the earth. Larissa lived in the same village. She worked at a bakery. She made sweet bread every morning. One morning, Lucas walked past the bakery. He saw Larissa. She smiled at him. He smiled back. Something warm moved in his heart. He didn't know why, but she felt familiar. Every day after that, Lucas came to the bakery. He always bought bread, even when he didn't need it. Larissa began to wait for him. Their hands touched. Their eyes met. Love grew like flowers in spring. One night, Lucas said, "Larissa, I love you." Larissa said, "I love you too." They hugged under the stars. But that winter, a sickness came to the village. Lucas became sick. He held Larissa's hand in bed. His last words were, "I will find you again." Then he died. Larissa cried for many nights, but in her heart, she felt something strong. She knew this was not the end. Hundreds of years later, Lucas was born again. This time, he lived in a big city. He was a painter. He loved colors and music. Larissa was born again too. She was a teacher. She loved books and children. One rainy day, Lucas walked into a coffee shop. He wanted to rest. Larissa was there, reading a book. He saw her face. She looked up. Their eyes met. It was like thunder in their hearts. "Hi," Lucas said. "Hi," Larissa smiled. They talked for hours. Days passed. Then weeks. They felt like they knew each other already. One night, Larissa said, "Have we met before?" Lucas said, "I think. In another life." They laughed. But deep down, they both believed it was true. They spent many happy days together. They walked in parks, watched movies, and shared dreams. Then one day, a car accident took Larissa's life. Lucas screamed when he heard the news. His heart broke again. He sat alone, painting a picture of her face. He cried, "Why can't we grow old together?" But again, something inside him whispered, "You will meet her again." In another lifetime, Lucas was a soldier. He fought in a war. The world was dark and loud. Larissa was a nurse. She helped heal people. One day, Lucas was hurt. They brought him to Larissa's hospital. Larissa cleaned his wounds. He opened his eyes and saw her. He whispered, "It's you." Larissa said, "What?" He smiled weakly. "Nothing. Just a dream." She stayed by his side every day. He got better. He told her stories. She told him jokes. They fell in love again. But war is not kind. Lucas was sent to fight again. He promised to return. Larissa waited. She wrote letters every day. But one letter came back with a stamp, missing. Larissa never stopped waiting. She believed, "He will find me again." In this life, Lucas and Larissa were born on opposite sides of the world. Lucas was in Brazil. Larissa was in Japan. But the world was smaller now. There was the internet. One day, Larissa saw a painting online. It was of a woman under stars. It made her cry. She wrote to the artist, "This painting feels like home." The artist's name was Lucas. He wrote back, "I painted it from a dream." They talked for weeks. Then they made video calls. They laughed. They talked for hours. They felt like they had always known each other. Larissa said, "Let's meet." Lucas flew to Japan. When they saw each other at the airport, they ran into each other's arms. He whispered, "I knew I'd find you." They walked in the streets, hand in hand. But 3 months later, Larissa found out she had a sickness in her heart. One night, she looked at Lucas and said, "Don't cry. I'll find you again." He held her close as she closed her eyes. This time, Lucas was a baby. So was Larissa. They were born on the same day, in the same hospital, in the same room. Their mothers became friends. As they grew, they played together. They laughed together. When they were 10, Larissa said, "I feel like I always knew you." Lucas nodded. "Me too." As they grew older, they stayed close. They never left each other. When they turned 30, Lucas asked, "Will you grow old with me?" Larissa smiled and said, "Finally." This time, nothing stopped them. They built a home. They had children. They grew old together, hand in hand, under the stars. Do you believe in love between lifetimes now? Because Lucas and Larissa did. And in the end, love won.